Let me hit record. Share screen. Okay, here we go. All right, awesome. All right, so let's get started. Let me move all this so I can see what's going on. All right, welcome to our call tonight. My name is Ashley. I am a 5-star Diamond Team Beachbody coach. Last year, I hit the rank of Premier Coach, which is like the top, I don't know, I guess maybe like, I don't know, maybe 10% of the company. I'm not sure the exact number, but I'm so excited to share this opportunity with you guys to show you what coaching is about, how to get started, what's really involved. I'll go through the whole presentation, and at the end, if you have any questions, feel free to unmute yourselves and ask any questions. Get in contact back with the person who invited you to this call. Ask as many questions as you want. We don't want anybody to jump into this opportunity who isn't sure. We want everyone to be 100% committed to this. So let's get started. I'm so excited to do this call. It's been a while since we did a call. All right, so what is the coaching opportunity? What is a Beachbody coach? We're going to go through and explain everything. So first, let me share you my story. So I joined Beachbody in August 31st of 2011. August 31st, 2011. I was in a mom group of, when I had Austin, we were all friends on an online chat, and then it moved to Facebook. So we were in a Facebook group of all people who had babies in the same month as Austin. And it was about 11 o'clock at night. About 11 o'clock at night. And one of my friends had just posted complaining about she needed something else for Shakeology and whatever. She was posted in the group, and I was like, so I messaged her. I was like, what is Shakeology? You know, so she explained to me what it was. And then she said, and I was like, at this point, I was probably the heaviest I'd ever been in my life. It was almost a year since I had Austin, and I tried every weight loss thing you could try. I tried, Weight Watchers and Jenny Craig and Nutrisystem, and I went to the gym, and I really tried to do everything I could and never really stuck with it 100%. So when she posted about this, I was just like, all right, it's one more thing. It was like $100, and I was like, whatever. So she sent me the link, and then she said, well, if you sign up as a coach, you can save a 25% discount. And I was like, all right, well, okay, sign me up. So she signed me up, and I got Shakeology, and I got it home, and I absolutely hated it. I made it totally, totally wrong. I put 2 scoops of Shakeology in because we were making, before Shakeology, we were making regular whey protein shakes. So I was always making them for me and Jose. So I always just put 2 in. So I made a shake with Shakeology and put 2 scoops in, and I hated it. It was so gross. I couldn't swallow it. It was really thick, and I was like, oh, not again. So a few days later, I tried again, and it was still gross. But I signed up, and I had it on Home Direct, which means you get it monthly. So every month it would come, and I just kind of got busy and kind of forgot about it. So it was Austin's first birthday, and I was throwing this huge party for him, and we went and set up the party and came home, and I came home to get changed and go back to the party. And I went to get dressed, and I had nothing that fit. And I just remember being like, oh my God, like, how did this happen? Like, how did I get to the place where none of my clothes fit? Like, literally none. And I was just like, I was too busy. I had to get back to the party. So I just threw on leggings and like a long shirt. So after that point, we went through the party, and I looked back at the pictures, and I just saw myself being so miserable. So that was like my official breaking point. It was, the middle of November. At that time, I had owned the hair salon. So November and December are really busy. It's Christmas time, at the end of the year, everybody wants to get their hair done. So my coach, Danielle, kept talking to me about the coaching opportunity. And, she knew I was a hairdresser, and she knew I was talking to people, and I'd like to, help people. And so she always invited me to what was going on. She would add me to all the groups, and I was always like, oh, I don't have enough time. I don't have time. So finally, January 1st came, and I was like, that's it. I throw my hands up. I can't do this. I couldn't even run up the stairs to get Austin out of bed when he was crying. So I said, that's it. I reached my final breaking point. It was, the beginning of the new year. I was going to lose this weight. So I had ordered TurboFire like maybe a month or two before. And again, I didn't really like it, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to commit to 30 days of Shakeology. Danielle taught me how to make it correctly. I was going to stick to it for 30 days, no matter what. I was going to do my workouts every single day. So I did. So first 2 weeks go by and everything was going good. And then I probably got the worst phone call of my entire life. I got a call from my sister that my mom was in the ICU and we didn't really know what happened. So I just got Austin and we ran to the hospital and we found out that she had a massive heart attack and we didn't know if she had any brain activity. So it was the worst phone call ever to get. And, you know, she ended up passing away. And it was the worst thing ever to lose your mom. And she was 53 years old and she was in like pretty much perfect health. Like she didn't eat any, you know, she was like 115 pounds and, you know, ate rice and chicken and fish every day. Like she wasn't overweight. She didn't really have any medical issues. She just had a massive heart attack and died in her sleep. So that was like my breaking point. And we went to the funeral and we did all this stuff and I came back home and I had been a part of my challenge groups and my coach groups. And I remember just, you know, reaching out to them for support. And it was like the worst time in my life. So to have all of that love and support in my life, it just meant so much to me. So I finally like said to myself, like, okay, like this can go one way or the other. Like I can keep on going because like I'm already on this fitness journey. I've already committed to it. Or I can just say, you know, whatever, this happened, I'm just going to eat and I'm just going to be overweight and, you know, but I knew that I had to do it because I never wanted my kids to go through what I went through. So I knew at that moment that like she was my motivation and she was my, you know, drive every day to like go in the basement and give myself this hour to myself. So I did. I committed to TurboFire. At the end of 90 days, I ended up losing 25 pounds and I just felt alive and I just felt excited about life again. I felt like I finally got my old self back. So it was this natural thing that it was so easy to share with people because you felt so much better about yourself. So when I started, I actually ran the business and my weight loss journey at the same time. I decided back on January 1st that I was going to share my journey through the whole thing. Like, you know, day one pictures out there, the whole thing, because I knew if I had other people really watching me and really holding them accountable, it had to hold me accountable. And that was the missing piece for me to continue with my weight loss, because I had gone to Weight Watchers and I actually loved it. I loved going to the meetings and sitting and talking and learning recipes and hearing people's stories. And I loved that part, but it was only once a week. So you would go to the meeting, you'd feel great, and you'd go home, and 2 days later, you'd be like totally forgetting about it, popping in a lean cuisine and just, you know, going about your regular life. So when I was in a challenge group, it was the missing link. It was 24-hour support and a place to go to and ask questions and, you know, talk about how sore you are, and just like this safe haven of a community for support. And so you do these workouts at home and nobody is around to do them with you. Nobody is there to like make sure you did your workout, or, you know, so that was the place that we all went to have all of that support. So I involved my fitness journey with my business at the same time. I invited people along with me. I signed up my husband and I signed up my sister-in-law, Lena, the second day after I like actively got back into coaching in January. So I became an Emerald coach right away, which we'll get into all of that. But I decided that I was going to grow my business from day one with my fitness journey. I wasn't going to wait until get results and then do it after. I always wanted to run it like a business. So that's kind of my background story and how we got here. Now, you know, 2 years later, we are moved to Florida, and I retired Jose from NYPD, and we're both home full time. And, you know, we get to be present in our children's lives every single day and not missing anything. And our relationship is so much better. And everything is like so much better because we took that leap of faith, you know, 2 years ago. And in the beginning, it wasn't easy. It's a lot of time. And it's a lot of sacrifice, and you have to kind of figure out where you want to go and what you want to get out of this. So yeah, so I'm a 5-star diamond coach, which means I've helped at least 5 people advance to diamond rank, which means they really started their own team in Beachbody. Last year I hit premier coach. This year we surrendered our lives to God. I have two boys. Austin is 3 and Logan will be 1 in a few weeks. I had lost 40 pounds before I got pregnant with Logan. I had a healthy pregnancy throughout my whole time. With Austin, I gained 60 pounds, and that's why I couldn't, lose the weight afterwards. And with Logan, I only gained 23 pounds. So I was able to have a healthy pregnancy and work out, drink Shakeology all during my pregnancy, continue my workouts. And at the end, I was really back to when I started. So I've always been an entrepreneur at heart. Before we went to Beachbody full-time, I owned my own hair salon, which I actually sold on September 1st of last year to do Beachbody full-time. And I retired Jose from the NYPD this year. So Beachbody has really given us like a breath of fresh air for this new life, which I would never expect that I was, living this life and teaching other people about health and fitness and encouraging them, because I never pictured my life like this. So it's just, we took that leap of faith and, stuck out through the hard times. And now we're here to bless all of you guys and invite you into this opportunity and have it help your families. So we're so excited to be able to share this. So retired Jose, we moved to Florida, working on freedom. Okay, how do I change this? There we go. All right, so what is Beachbody? So you might have heard of Beachbody. So we are a company that makes health and fitness programs. So you've probably seen the infomercials or, the infomercial, P90X, Insanity, TurboFire. So our mission statement in Beachbody is to help people achieve their goals and live a healthy, fulfilling life. That's really, it's really their mission statement, and they really stand by it 110%. And they won't do anything that shies away from that. So this is not a pyramid scheme. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is something that you invest in, and it pays off in the long run. This is not something you're going to sign up, you're going to be a millionaire next year. It's not going to happen that way. It can happen eventually, but it's not, sign up all these people. And it's not like that. It's really, I want to help you. Okay, so Beachbody was founded in 1998 by John Cognan and Carl Deichler. It was a direct marketing company that wanted to sign up a direct effect solution for weight loss. So before the Beachbody coaching opportunity came into play, Beachbody sold their P90X on infomercials, and they did great with it. They, they sold tons of P90Xs when it came out, and Insanity and TurboFire and TurboGym and all these things. And then what happened is they would watch, used to have they still have them, but message boards, this is before Facebook, before MySpace, they would have message boards on the Beachbody website, and they kind of saw this whole community happening and people helping people and putting up their results and sharing their stories. So they kind of watched it for a while. They had a few people who were really active in it, and they invited them to kind of start this whole coaching opportunity. So a few years after they had developed this coaching opportunity, which we are independent Beachbody owners. But we are called coaches. It's kind of like our word for distributors. So we are peer-to-peer support. So what happened with the message boards is they saw people really getting support and really getting through the fitness journey and building these relationships with people. So they started the network marketing side of Beachbody, and they figured, okay, we can sell the info, we can sell you the product, but there's no one there to make sure that you do the product, or when you have a question, there's nobody there to really help you. So they developed this coaching opportunity, which it was people who've done the programs, they were just regular customers, and the whole, network marketing side of Beachbody was launched. So Beachbody is an MLM, a network marketing company, which you earn through direct and team sales. So you earn a 25% commission on everything you sell, and then there are team bonuses on everything that your team brings in also. So there's a few ways to earn, which we'll get into. So what is a coach? Well, first off, let me tell you what is not a coach. So a coach is not a fitness expert. Hello, overweight mom here. No fitness expert at all. I couldn't be a fitness expert if I tried. Not a personal trainer, not a nutritionist. Doesn't necessarily have to be at their goal body. I wasn't. I still not am. Is that right? Still not am? So I'm still not at my goal weight. I still, have good days and bad days and work out and don't work out and the kids get crazy. Like, I'm a totally normal person. We have flaws, we make mistakes, but it's a person who wants to be healthy and a person who wants to succeed and a person who has a drive to help other people. That's the whole concept of Beachbody. Like, it's not about me, it's about you. And I want to help you guys do what I do. It's a person who drinks Shakeology and does their workouts daily, and a person who leads by example. So if you are on this call because you are in a challenge group and a coach invited you to it, you're already doing what we do. You're already doing it. If you are brand new and never have done a Beachbody program, it doesn't matter. You can get started. It doesn't matter where you are starting. All you have to do is start. And all you have to do is want to help people. That's it. It doesn't matter if you know everything. It doesn't matter if you know every workout, if you've done every workout, or if you're brand new and never have worked out in the past 20 years. It doesn't matter. Sorry, I don't know how to work this PowerPoint with my computer. All right, there we go. Okay, so what does a coach do? So I talked about challenge groups before. So what a challenge group is a private Facebook group that, as a coach, me, or anybody of the coaches who invited you to this club, we run monthly challenge groups. And what it is as a customer, you would buy a challenge pack, which is a workout program and Shakeology. And I would put you into this Facebook group, and it's usually about 20 people. With me, it's usually 20 women. It depends on who your coach is and, what kind of group it is, but they vary. We have, couple groups, and we have men-only groups and women-only groups. So whatever kind of you're at, we have a group for you, so don't worry. So what it is a private Facebook support group. It's that group that I went to where, you shared your stories and you shared your recipes and you shared your flaws, and, it's just that safe place to go to for encouragement. So what happens is everybody will get a program. It doesn't always have to be the same program. Sometimes it is. And everybody will start their workout on the same day. So say we'll pick May 12th, whatever the second Monday is in May. And that'll be our next challenge group. So everybody would get their program and Shakeology. And then on May 12th, we would get started. So that would be everyone's day one. So we just help everybody along. The challenge groups are usually about 30 to 60 days, depending on what kind of group, what kind of program it is. And we're just there to support you. And we ask questions about what did you eat, and show us your meals, and post a sweaty workout picture. And, every time you go to the bathroom, do 5 squats. It's just like a fun, motivational place for you to go and get the support. Because again, nobody's home with you to make you do these workouts. Nobody's home with you to make sure you do Shakeology every day. So these groups are just us connecting, and everybody has the same goal in the groups. Everybody wants to get healthy. Everybody wants to lose a few pounds. So it's just that support system you have through Facebook because nobody's home to work out with you. So that's what a challenge group is. And all the coaches on our team, we run one every single month. So if you would join as a coach, you would be what we call an apprentice coach. So if you signed up with me or you signed up with any of our coaches, we run the challenge group. So you would come into our challenge group as a coach, but you would kind of be a customer, kind of see how it goes, kind of get the feeling of what a coach is and what I post and how I post and, kind of what it is. And then the following month or the following 2 months, we would encourage you to invite a few people to do it with you. So, or we do it where you can pair up with another coach too, and you guys can kind of run them together. So you're never in this alone, and you're never in this by yourself. You're in business by yourself, but you're in business for yourself, but you're never by yourself. We really work together as a team, and our big upline team is they are like there's 4 of them right now in the top 10 in the company. We've really learned together to work as a team. So it's never, I'm going to do this and I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing and you do something else, or, you see me post about something and I'm not going to share it with you. Literally, we share every single thing, every single training concept we come up with, any kind of team call. We work together with other coaches on our team that are not directly affiliated with our team right here. So we really work together as a team. So you're never alone. We have team pages If you ever have a question and, you can't get in contact with your coach, if you can't, send them a message, or some coaches are still working during the day. So if you can't get in touch with your coach, we have coach groups, and you could just ask in there, and, somebody's been there and somebody's there to guide you. So the same thing as a challenge group, we have coaches too for the business side of it. So if you, come in contact with a problem with something, or, some kind of crazy thing happened, you don't know how to handle it, you don't know what to say, the coach groups are there to support you also. Okay, so some of the rewards. So Beachbody does the rewards right. Before I joined Beachbody, I was a hairdresser, right? So if you went on vacation, you had to fight for a week off somewhere because everybody wants to go away the same week. And when you go away for a week, you don't make any money because you only work on commission. So there's no sick days or vacation days or nothing. So in the 10 years that I was a hairdresser, I probably went away, I don't know, maybe 3 times. Like, you would never go away for a week at a time. You go for like a long weekend or take a Monday or Tuesday off, but you never got to go on vacation. It wasn't until I joined Beachbody that I got to go to all these places. So last year we went to Disney World, and I earned the trip through Beachbody, and Beachbody covered it 100%. The only thing I had to pay for was my flights. So me and Austin went. I was actually 8 months pregnant with Logan, and we went, and they paid for our Disney passes. They paid for our hotels. They paid for our shuttle to the hotel. They literally cover everything. We have parties every night. There's workouts. So those are what we call our Success Club trips, and you earn them throughout the year. And then last month we went on the cruise, which was our trip for this year, and I got to take my whole family, and Beachbody paid for all of it. They paid for me, they paid for Jose, and they paid for my 2 kids to go. So it's really an awesome thing. If you haven't been on a vacation, you can totally go on a vacation, and Beachbody covers it all. The only thing you have to pay for is your airfare. So next year is Cancun. It's in the top right-hand corner. We're going to Cancun, Mexico. It's called Moon Palace. And again, you can sign up today or sign up tomorrow, and you can earn this trip all year long, where you come next April and you're going on a free vacation. And these vacations are like-minded people. It's not like going on vacation and, going and vegging out, not doing anything. You're surrounded by people who love to do exactly what you do. So you sit at a table at dinner and you talk about your dreams and your goals and, what you worked for all year and how you got to retire your family, and we share, and we just, it's a total, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just this crazy thing that happens when you get all these like-minded people together in one place. You're so fired up about life. It like lights the fire inside of you. You see the bigger picture of your life, and you see the purpose and what you're doing, and all these late night phone calls and all these team calls that you do, and all these people who never get back to you. You see the bigger picture of what your life is supposed to look like. And then we have Coach Summit, which is in the middle at the top. We are going back to Las Vegas. And this is us working out on the strip. So there was 5,000 of us 2 years ago and 7,000 of us last year. And we all go on a 6 a.m. workout, and we all work out on the strip. So it's so exciting. The same thing. There's a beer on people who love to do what you do. And honestly, everybody is totally different. Like, we were on the cruise, and there was people who were in their late 60s and 70s, and there were people that were in wheelchairs and people that were severely overweight. Like, Beachbody coaching is for anybody because it's for everybody. So there's not one, you don't have to be, 5'9", 135 pounds, blonde hair. Like, there's no perfect image of a Beachbody coach. It literally can be anybody. Beachbody paid for my car last year, right? So I earned enough money for Beachbody to pay for it. As an elite coach, you get a $500 monthly bonus the following year. So Beachbody is paying for my car payments this year. And then we have a leadership retreat every year. And the last 2 years I got to go, it was in Laguna Beach, which it was so beautiful. And that's with the top 200 coaches of the entire company. So again, you just sit around and you talk about dreams, and you get to know these people that you have these relationships with through Facebook, because everybody is all over the country. So you finally get to meet in one place, and you get to hug these people that you have these relationships with, but you don't really know them until you get to meet them. So this year our trip is to Scottsdale, Arizona. So I'm so excited to go, and now I'm finally excited for like my team to come. So it's really, it's something to strive for. It's, it's a free vacation. They pay for everything, even to go to the leadership retreats. They pay for your hotel. They give you travel cash, which pays for your flight. They really know how to go all out with the rewards. So on top of, helping change people's lives, on top of making a great income, like you get to go on, I went on at least 3 trips every single year paid for by Beachbody that, we had never got to go on trips like that. So it's just another great perk of being a Team Beachbody coach. Okay, so Team Never Surrender. So this is our team. So I started this team, and what we are, in simple one word, we are family. We laugh together, we cry together, we get on team calls like this, and we talk about our dreams and talk about, what's going on in our life and what we're struggling with. And we're really there to support each other. So that was the draw for me to kind of put my whole heart and soul into Beachbody, was the support. So like I never came from a supportive family. I always had turmoil and fights and like all this craziness. So when I found Beachbody, it was just like this family, and we just connected and we clicked. That's what really drew me in. Like the products are great. The workouts are amazing. Shakeology, I don't go a day without it. But it's getting to know people like this that really make a difference. So on our team, we have all different kinds of people all over the world, all over the country and in Canada. We have single moms, we have teachers, cops, hairstylists, bartenders, therapists, every kind of walk of life job that you could have is on our team. So there's always somebody there to connect to your story. There's always somebody there. We have so many nurses on our team that, work that crazy, 3 12s in a row or whatever you guys work crazy hours. So you learn how to fit Beachbody in with people who are doing the same thing that you're doing. And like I said before, we're really a team. We're really a family. We work together. And my success comes from my team's success. So I really invest everything I can into you guys because that's how we all be successful together. I could sign up a bunch of coaches, and if they sign up as a coach or if they sign up as a customer, I make the same commission. It's no different. So, but when you sign up as a coach, I'm invested in you. I want to help you, make your initial investment back. I want to help you fill up your gas tank. I want to help you pay your light bill. Whatever it is, it doesn't have to be this crazy, big, significant goal. It could be an extra $100 a month, which is huge for so many people. And this is something you could do, schedule an hour or 2 a day. It doesn't have to be an 8-hour thing, 8 hours a day. I don't even work 8 hours a day. I work like maybe 4 or 5 hours a day. Doing this. So it's not, this all or nothing thing. I mean, you could literally work Beachbody 24 hours a day. You get so involved in these people and their stories, and you just want to help everybody that you can. So, but you don't have to invest all of this extra time in it. You do have to make some sacrifices. Like if I say to you, like, okay, what 2 hours a day can you work? And you're like, I don't have 2 extra hours a day. For me, it was TV. So like I had to give up TV. I DVR'd everything, and I would watch it, like one eye open laying in bed and watch like Grey's Anatomy or something. But I really gave it up because that's something where I could be spending that hour investing in myself, investing in my family's future, investing in this business. So you do have to schedule the time. You do lose some extra sleep because you have to get your workout in. So there's definitely some things you have to sacrifice, but honestly, it is so worth it in the end. I'm telling you, there's nothing compared to except the only thing I can compare to is when you have a child and you look at them for the first time and you just feel that overwhelming flood of emotions. When somebody else tells you that you have changed their life, that you have changed their family's life, that you have changed the way they felt about themselves for the last 20 years, it's that same flood of emotions and purpose and, why you're here. So it's just, that's the only thing I can compare it to is having a baby, somebody to tell you oh my God, thank you for waking up every day and making a post at 6 a.m. And it doesn't even have to be something crazy, but that's what this business is. And that's the key to this business. So what can you expect from this team? So like I said it before, we are 100% family. We have about 15 or 1,600 people underneath me. That's not all from our team. That's from a few other teams also. Our team has about 300 coaches on it. So we're still kind of brand new, and, we still really work together. And then as a team, so we have a team page, and then we have leadership pages, and then my coaches have their own team page. So we all try to work together, and the leaders work together, so everybody's getting the same information and the same trainings, and we sit down and do all these calls. So we really work together as a team. There's never any pressure to sell. I don't want you to sell. I don't want you to talk about a sale. I don't want you to be a salesman and feel like, oh, I don't want to sell people. I don't want to sell people, and I don't want people to sell me. When somebody inboxes me about this great sale on their 31 thing and blah, 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 I'm like, ew, you don't know anything about me. Why would you just send that to me? I never want you to do that. And I never want you to feel like, well, I can't sell. I don't want you to sell. All I want you to do is share your life. Share your life, share your journey, share your struggles. That's it. Sharing. Never sell anything, and never feel like, well, I don't want to sell my friends and family. Honestly, your friends and family are usually the last people to join you, because they're like testing the waters to see what you're really doing. It's usually people you don't know who will relate to you better. So you are the CEO of your business. This is 110% your business. You can run it however, whenever you want. There's no quota. There's no requirement. If you want to advance, there are some requirements and some quota and stuff, but you don't have to do anything. You can literally sign up, get the discount on Shakeology, and that's it. So there are a few different levels of coaching. So you can sign up as a coach and what we call a preferred customer. So it's just somebody who wants to get a discount on Shakeology. You never want to check into the back office. You never want to talk to anybody about a product, nothing. You're just literally here to get a discount on your products. And that's how I started. I never logged into a back office. I never did anything to it for, 5 months later. So then what we have, the next level would be like a hobby coach, or, you're kind of testing the water. So you would sign up as a coach and kind of go through the trainings, or you want to go through your own transformation first. Just kind of see how this goes. And, you're not really 100% sure in it. And I lost my train of thought. And, so you're just a hobby. You do it here, you do it there. You're not really in it to build a big business, which is totally fine. Whatever you're comfortable with is what I'm comfortable with. So if you want to run a big business, I'm there to help you. If you want to figure it out and test the waters and go slow, it's totally up to you. And then we have the third level, which is like, I want to build a business. I want to get financial freedom. I want to create this life for my family. I want to go on vacations. I'm ready to run a business. I'm sick of my boss. I'm sick of waiting for, scheduling my vacation days and having to have sick days to do something fun with my kids, or, your kids get sick and you can't be there to take care of them. Like, you're like, I'm in. I'm 100% I'm in. So there's our 3 different levels of coaching. It's totally up to you. There's never any pressure to sell anything. There's no quotas. There's no nothing. It's totally 100% up to you. Okay, so how do you make money coaching? So you make a 25% commission off of everything you sell. So if somebody goes to your website and orders a Shakeology or workout program or a challenge pack, you'll earn a 25% commission. And then too, you also get a 25% discount on all of this stuff. So your Shakeology monthly is discounted. Any workout programs that you get, any of the supplements, any of the vitamins you want to get is at a 25% discount. And then you also make a bonus off of what your team does. So as you're in this and you start bringing on other coaches on your team, you start growing this for yourself, you'll make bonuses off of what your team also brings in. Okay, so here is my paychecks for the end of the year. So the end of the first year now, I just, hold on, let me go back. Oh, geez. Here we go. Okay, so I just went full-time at the end of last year. So the first 2 years I was having babies. I was running a hair salon. My husband was a police officer and worked crazy hours. So I didn't work this full-time. I worked it part-time. I worked a few hours a day when I could. It wasn't something I did, 100% every single day. I couldn't. I didn't have, the 6 hours a day to spend on it. So at the end of my first year, I earned $13,934. At the end of my second year, it jumped to almost $30,000. So it was a big increase from the first year to the second year, which I was building a team and I was teaching other people how to do this also. And then this year I should make over $100,000. I'm on track to do that. This estimate is kind of a little low. I don't really know what's going to happen at the end of the year, but as I'm progressing now, this is just what I project. So, this really can change your life. Like literally, it's a real business. It's not something to do that can make an extra $100 a month. It can if that's what you want to put into it. But if you want this and you are sick and tired of working for somebody else and you want your own freedom, then this is what you have to do. When you put hours into this business, you're getting it back for you. You're not investing in somebody else's business. You're making your own business. So to get, 100% increase on every single year that you're growing, like you don't get that at your job. What do you get? Maybe 5% raise if you get a raise. And it's just like, what quality of life, like how many hours are you spending at the job? How many hours are you, not with your family, and you're missing soccer games and you're missing, Girl Scouts and all of the things that you want to be involved in because you have to work for somebody else. You don't have to work for somebody else. You might have to work for somebody else for the next year or two, but then you can fire your boss. You can write them a letter saying, I'm done. I made more money in 1 week that Jose made as an entire month as a police officer. And that's what I put at the bottom. He was making less than $50,000 a year, working 70 hours. We never got to see each other. We saw each other for 2 hours in the middle of the day because he would work nights and come home and sleep during the day and then get up at 12 o'clock, take a shower, do all that stuff, and have to be back at work at 3. So those 2 hours in the middle of the day was the only time we spent together. So he never saw the kids. He missed out so much on with Austin. So when it finally got to the point where I was making what he was making in a month, in a week, I was like, what are we doing this for? Let's do this. And, it was scary and it was a big decision to make, but honestly, it was the best thing we ever did. Like to be present in your family's life 100% and, the kids get sick or something happened, you can be there as a mom. That's worth more than anything. That's more than any career job that you have to commute an hour back and forth to work or all that time. And, so, so like I said before, you are investing this in yourself. Excuse me. You put 2 hours a day in, it's going to you. You put 5 hours a day in, it's going to you. Whatever you can do is coming back to you and to your family. So Beachbody does not guarantee any amount of income. It all depends on how many lives you change. So the more lives you change, the more money that you make. Okay. So why am I a coach? So I talked a little bit about it before. Being a Beachbody coach gives your life purpose. Now, aside from the money is great, and it's more money than we've ever made and more money that I even ever expected to make, and it's great. But now to be significant in the lives of others, to have purpose, to be able to, donate to my church and to be able to give back and to have people come to me that, I'm changing their lives and I'm a part of that. Like that's what being a Beachbody coach is. And I talked about the support and I talked about the team and that's what it's about. It's about the lives of people. It's not about the products. Like the products are great. The fitness programs are the best ones I've ever had. You will get amazing results if you do T25, if you do TurboFire. The products are, Shakeology is the best thing ever. That literally I can't go a day without it. My children drink it. We go through 3 bags of it a month. Like the products are phenomenal. That is the bonus. This purpose, to have somebody tell you that you've changed their life, That's why I'm a Beachbody coach. That's why I stay up, till 3 a.m. and answer all these messages to people. And that's why I put together, presentations like this for 5 hours of a day, because me taking the time to invest in this could be the thing that somebody is waiting to hear. It could be the thing that wakes somebody up and says, oh my God, what have I been doing with my life for the last 10 years? That's why I do this. It's purpose for your life. Bottom line. Okay, let's go to the next one. Another thing, to be present in my family's life. Jose always wanted to move, always. It was me. I never want to move. I never want to leave my family. I can't quit my job. How am I going to work? He always wanted to move. Then we came on vacation and never left. We came to Florida on vacation for Super Saturday for Beachbody, went home and packed our house in 3 days and came back. It was time. We were ready, to be present in my family's life every single day, to wake up and say, okay, what do you guys want to do today? You want to go to the beach? Well, I got to work an hour. I got to do a workout. I got to work an hour. And then we can spend the whole day at the beach, or then we can go to the park, or, to be able to put Austin in the best school, or to put him in, soccer, or whatever he wants to do, to have that significance in their life and to know that their mom is always going to be healthy and their mom is always going to work out. And, they're involved in our Shakeology and, our workouts, and they're a part of that. And to me, that's worth every sleepless hour that I've ever given up, and every, dollar that I've invested into myself to have this kind of lifestyle. That's why I'm a Beachbody coach. And I never imagined it. I never thought, honestly, I thought I would do hair for the rest of my life. I was the owner of the hair salon. I owned it. And I never thought I wouldn't do hair. And it got to the point where Beachbody was just that thing that lit my soul on fire. It was the thing that gave me purpose every day. And I couldn't wake up to, see who messaged me, or to see who made their biggest paycheck, or to be significant in the lives of others was the reason. And Beachbody has shown me that, and has shown me purpose, and, has given me this freedom with my family. So that's another reason why I am a Beachbody coach. And the last thing, I talked about it a few times, to be significant in the lives of others. So this picture is, I think I did it in February, of all the Success Club earners on our team in February. So literally, if I didn't do this coaching opportunity, if I didn't hit my rock bottom and finally got into the business side of it, if I would have just stayed a discount coach, none of these people would be here. It was one decision that I made in my life to say, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I want something different. I don't know what it is. I had no idea that Beachbody is going to lead me here. No idea. But do you ever know what is going to happen in the end and the beginning? You never know. But you just know, okay, I'm going to follow my gut. It kind of feels right. It makes me uncomfortable. When you know that it makes you really uncomfortable, it's worth it. So I just think back to myself, wow, I always say to my coaches, if you guys never made the decision, I would never be here. If my coach never made that random post at 11 o'clock at night, I would have never saw it. I would never be here, and none of these people would be here. So to have people in your life that say, you don't understand, you have changed my life. Literally, we have a coach on our team. Her husband lost his job. He was in a corporate world for 15 years and got fired like that. And she threw up her hands and said, you know what, I'm ready. I'm going to change, and I'm going to stand on my own 2 feet, and I'm going to build this business, and I'm going to do it for my family. And now she's a diamond coach, and she's, has this incredible team of people, and they're also inspired by her. And, my sister-in-law, she has an amazing team. And just think, if you take this opportunity right now and you say, you know what, I don't know what it's going to happen. I don't know where it's going to lead me. I don't even know if I'm going to like it. But I know that what she's talking about, what I want. And where she is where I want to go. So whatever I have to do to sacrifice that, I'm ready to do. Your life will never be the same. Never be the same, because it only takes one person to tell you that your life has changed, that you've changed their life. That one decision that you make can take you here, or it can take you here. But you have to make the decision. You have to believe in yourself enough to know, I'm sick of working 40 hours I'm sick of it. Who wants to live that? Who wants to wake up miserable, go to work, do your miserable job with miserable people, and come home and watch an hour of TV and go to bed? Like, what kind of life are you living? To be, stressed out and fights with your husband and, who budgeting money. This is the first time we've never really had to budget money. Like, okay, let's pay, $50 to this credit card and $100 to this one. And then next month I'll pay $100 to this one and $50 to this one. And maybe we'll get out of debt in, 30 years, but we'll be out of debt in 3 months. Like, this is the opportunity that you have been waiting for. Like, this moment in time is it. So like, have enough belief in yourself to invest in yourself. It's only going to benefit you. And whatever it is, the minuscule amount that it is to sign up is investing in your own products. So it's not like you're, investing this $500 investment and you're going to get a box of products that you're not going to use. No, you're going to sign up, you're going to invest, which with whatever workout program you want to do, and you're going to do the workout program and you're going to drink the Shakeology, and it's all a tax write-off. So this is it. Like, this is the moment that can change your life. Like, are you ready to take that step? That's what you have to say to yourself. And when you get off this call, I want you to think about it, and I want you to envision your life and where you want to go and what kind of vacation you want to go on, and what would it be like, to get out of debt, or what would it be like to pay off my student loans, or what would it be like to have a baby and not have to go back to work? What would that life look like, and what would it feel like? And it's the same thing with weight loss. Like, you're in this and, I got to lose weight and I got to do this. Like, what would it be like to hit that goal and to be 50 pounds lighter and to have an extra $1,000 a month or $5,000 a month? Like, what would that life be like? Envision your life on what you want it to be and build the life towards it. Because if you're working for somebody else, you're not building your dreams, you're building their dreams. You're making them the millionaire. You're making the person at the top the millionaire. You get to be at the top. You get to build whatever kind of business you want. You get to have anybody in your business that you want. Why wouldn't you do it for yourself? You're doing it for somebody else. At least this is going to benefit your family long term. And to get in now, we're only 170,000 coaches in the entire United States and Canada. 170,000. Do you know how many millions of people are overweight and obese in America? Like, this is not even 1 million coaches. Like, 170,000 coaches, that's nothing. That's nothing. And you might be saying, oh, well, I know you're a coach, and I know Jen's a coach, and this one's a coach, and my neighbor's a coach, and this and that. So what? You all know different people. You all know different people, and people that are going to relate to me aren't the people that's going to relate to Lena, and not to relate to Jen, or not relate to Trisha. Everybody's going to relate to them because of who you are. So who you are is a person that somebody else is waiting for them to relate to you, for you to change their life. So I want you to, think about the big picture and think about that one decision that you can make that, you look back in a year and you're like, you know what, it was that one phone call and she just spoke to me and I just knew that I had to change my life. I knew that this is what I was waiting for and I was ready to change. And it was that one phone call that I was on, 10 o'clock at night in my pajamas, and I just did it. I didn't think twice about it. I just did it. And you're going to look back a year from now, you're going to say, you know what? Thank God I did that. Thank you. If I never would have done that, I never would be where I am. You have to step outside your comfort zone. You have to look at the bigger picture of your life. You have to plan. You have to make goals and dreams, and you have to do all these things, or else you're going to wake up and it's going to be 50 years later and you're going to say, what kind of life did I live? This gives your life purpose. This makes you significant in the lives of others. This is something that you can do, that you can be proud to pass on to your kids. You're starting a business. So God forbid something happened to me, my business would be passed on to Austin. He could have it. It would be his. He can write his name on it. He would benefit from it. If you walked away from your job, something happened to you, could you give your job to your kids or to your family, to your husband? No. You get some kind of salary, some kind of whatever, but you couldn't pass on this business. This is starting your own business. So, all right, let me see what the next. Oh. All right, so how do you make it official? How do you sign up? So, if you have never bought a challenge pack, you buy a challenge pack. You sign up as a coach and you buy a challenge pack. It's that simple. You get a workout program and you get Shakeology. The range is from $140 to $205, depending on what workout program you want. You pick something that's for you. You pick something that you're comfortable in the amount of spending. You pick a workout that you're going to enjoy. I don't want you to get involved in something that you're going to buy it and you're going to hate it. That's not what I want. If you have bought a challenge pack as a customer, you get to sign up as a coach for free. You have to pay the $40 coach fee, and they refund it from you because you already bought a challenge pack. You can pay the $40 coach fee and get a month of Shakeology because this is your business and Shakeology is your product. So you have to be on Shakeology and you have to be able to speak from it, from your personal experience. So when somebody messages me and says, oh my God, I'm in Shakeology, I totally hate it. I say, oh my God, so did I. I totally made it wrong. I had no idea what I was doing. I can speak from it because it's my personal experience. I can't say what somebody else did. I know what I did and I did it wrong. So you have to be on Shakeology. It's just a requirement if you want to build this business. So if you want to pay the $40 and get Shakeology, it's going to cost you $137 to get started. But we have a challenge pack for $140. So for $3 more, you get a workout program. So I don't recommend signing up with the Shakeology and the sign-up fee because then you're missing out on the workout program. If you are a military, active duty military or military spouse, you also get to sign up for free. That's just Beachbody's way of giving back. But if you don't have a challenge pack, you still invest in your challenge pack for yourself. There's a $15.95 a month fee, and that is for Beachbody to run all of your websites. You get 3 websites as a coach. That is for Beachbody to run all of them, to, they update it, they keep, the shipping, all the handling. You don't have to hold any inventory. Beachbody handles everything for you, shipping, return, everything. You get 3 different personalized websites. You get a Team Beachbody website, you get a Shakeology website, and you get an Ultimate Reset website, which is our 21-day detox. So you get all of those things for your $15.95 a month. And your $15.95 a month is what keeps you active in the business. So you have to pay that monthly. Okay, so we're coming to the end. And okay, so what do you do now? So you're ready, you're inspired, you're ready to buy a challenge pack. What do you do now? So I want you to get in contact with the person who sent you this call. Ask as many questions as you want. The more questions, the better. Because I want you to be really involved in this. I want you to be ready to do this. I don't want you to get into something and second guess yourself. I want you to be really secure of this. I want you to say, I want to do this. I want to do it for the discount. I'm not really sure on, how much you can invest in it, but I know I want to do it. And maybe, right now it's not a good time, but next month I can really get into the coaching. That's totally fine. I don't ever want to pressure you into something you're uncomfortable with. So ask as many questions as you want. Ask, what you're scared of, or how is it going to work, or how are you going to help me, or whatever questions you have, ask. There's never a stupid question. And the last thing I want you to do is when you sign up, I want you to take a screenshot of your Now I'm a Beachbody Coach. I want you to post it to your social media, and I want you to tag me. I want to see that you got off this call and you're ready to do it, and you signed up and you made the commitment, and I want to see it, and I want to congratulate you, and I want to welcome you to our team. So, because that's all I have to say. So I just, this was the thing in my life that happened. It kind of fell into my lap, but every day I wake up and I thank God for it. I really do. It's really changed my life. It's given me purpose. It's given me an income where I can give back and I can help others. And, I can buy the person behind me's coffee when we go do that. Just like those little things like that. Like, it gives you purpose and it feeds your soul. So don't be afraid to start. Don't put it off and say, well, I need more money. If you need more money, you need to sign up right now. You need to throw it on a credit card and you need to sign up, because you can earn the $150 investment. You can earn it back within the first week as a coach. It's a small investment in yourself, in your future, in your life. I would have paid $1,000 to sign up. Looking back now, I would have paid any amount of money for it because it's literally that significant in my life. And my relationship with my husband is better. He's actively in the business, which he never was supportive in the beginning. And, my kids are involved. And it's just this total lifestyle transformation that we have now because I took that risk and I didn't even know I was taking it at first. I just thought, well, I tried every other weight loss program. Like, what's one more? Okay, so let me stop. I think that's it. Let me just make sure. Yep, that's it. All right, so let me stop sharing. And then if you guys have any questions, please unmute yourself and you can ask any questions. Let me pop up the chat. See if there's anything going on. Nope. Okay. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to jump off and ask. I can't see everybody. I can only see the first few people, so. No? All right. All right. Well, then get with the person who invited you to this call. Send them a message. I'm ready. I'm not ready. I'm not sure. Let them know where you stand on it too. Sign up. Just do it. I promise you, when you look back a year from now, you are going to be so thankful that you invested that $150 investment in yourself, in your health, in your family. So I really appreciate you guys taking the hour with me. Please feel free to send me a message if you have any questions. Don't be scared to share it with other people too. Like, join it and share it with everybody. Like, you know, it could be the thing that somebody else is waiting for. It could be that, you know, moment that they've been searching for a long time. So I really appreciate you guys for taking the time to listen to me ramble on about my Beachbody life. And again, if you have any questions, you can Facebook me or you can send me an email. It's ashleyreyes@gmail.com. And I really look forward to seeing so many new names pop into our team page so we can welcome you into our family. So good night, guys. Thank you.